Hello, world. I'm Dani.
And I'm Justin.
And this is Pokey, our long dog. And welcome to our YouTube channel, where we are telling you about our adventures during our 1-year journey on the road. And today we're talking about Quartzsite. Well, no, our journey towards Quartzsite.
Yeah, Quartzsite was our original destination to try to go work for a couple months.
Because they have a gym show for like an entire month and a half.
Yeah. Nation's largest gym show. But after a couple weeks in Tucson, we went looking for wild horses. And on our way to Quartzsite, we stopped at Tonto National Forest.
And we stayed at a free campsite that we found on freecampsites.net. And it was the horse camp. So literally every morning I was in heaven, because people would pull in with their trailers and the parking lot would be packed, and then all their horses would, be unloaded, and they'd go ride, and you get to check them all out in the evening. But we ventured around. We didn't even make it but like a couple minutes when we saw the wild horses, didn't we? When we ventured off.
On the side, they were on the side of the road.
Yeah. So we thought we were gonna spend all day like finding these wild horses, and it was gonna be difficult. And like within the first 30 minutes of our drive, if that, we saw them on the side of the road, just eating. So.
And she tried to feed the wild horses unsuccessfully.
Yeah. I got pretty close though. I didn't want to get trampled. So after we hung out in Tonto National Forest, we headed on to Quartzsite and found out that we were about a day late and $1 short. So we caught with the last 3 days of the gym show, which was still fun.
We ended up getting there probably, I don't know the date, end of February. It was like last week in February.
Yeah.
But definitely missed the gym show. Most of the vendors and all the campers and everybody left. January's like their largest time of the year. They have close to 1 million people come in to a town with 2,000 people and a tiny little post office. We missed all the fun. Still spent 2 weeks there doing a few things.
And Quartzsite's pretty cool. Like there's like pretty much nothing there, I feel like, if the gym show's not going on. But it's set up for RVers. Like there's miles and miles of BLM land where you just get a permit and then you can camp for free for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It was still 2 weeks. And then we also discovered Crystal Hill, which is a quartz vein, pretty much. So we did some more rock hounding.
And we spent 2 days on the side of a hill looking for little baby crystals. We didn't enjoy beating on the side of a rock to knock out large crystals. So we just kind of went through the scraps and picked up leftover crystals.
Now where is it?
Trace. It's so little it got lost.
Oh no. I feel like we should just start over.
She wants to start over now, but I'm just going to keep going here.
Keep talking, I'm fine like this.
So we bought a few different types of rocks or gems while we were there.
Oh, there we go.
Action.
Okay, so yeah, we've rock hound a few times, and then it started like worrying me. Like if I care about the environment, I don't really want to like dig up the earth in order to remove like an energy source in a sense. So anyway, people had been digging, so we were able to like see their dig sites where they had dug, but then they only took the big crystals. So there's like secondhand crystals laying on the ground, and they're still pretty cool. Like, let's see, get it in good light. I mean, that's a pretty decent quartz crystals. Yeah. So we picked up several of them for a few days.
Yep, it's been a couple days picking up. We got a couple dozen probably.
And then that inspired me to, I love my crystals, and I like to use them for metaphysical purposes. And so, if they're tiny enough, then they fit in these little jars, and you can, like, you know, make little charms with them. So now we have quartz crystals from our found quartz at Crystal Hill, and at the gym show we also got amethyst,
Purple amethyst.
which is fun, and citrine. They're not showing up in the light. And fluorite. So we bought rocks while we were in Quartzsite.
We've picked up a lot of rocks on this trip.
Kyanites, which is one of my favorite. I learned about kyanite at a festival with Justin last year. Kyanite's pretty cool. It's different. And one of my favorite stones I've worn all my life, turquoise, little baby beads of turquoise. So yeah. So we filled up some jars, learned some rocks, and one of the vendors gave me this one. It's a type of jasper, but it's called Shiva Lingam.
And also, while we were in Quartzsite, it was Valentine's Day, and our date was to go check out some petroglyphs, just old Indian
Petroglyphs. We walked through the desert and found it. And also, what's the, like where they used to like grind, so there's like a hole in the rock where they used to like grind up their corn for food or whatever, or their medicine. So that was fun. And then,
if you ever go to Quartzsite, you want to stop and get your own groceries on the way in, because there's no grocery store. I mean, there's a little teeny mart.
There's a mart, but you will pay like 3 times the amount for something that you would pay at the grocery store. And someone at the horse camp, we met like veteran RVers that do Quartzsite every year, and they had told us that we need to fill up, and we did not listen. So
Bring your food.
Lesson learned. Bring your food. Anything else in Quartzsite? I think that's it.
Yeah, I believe that's all.
Yeah. We got rain teased.
Yeah, it almost rained.
You could feel it for days, and we hadn't seen rain for months. And it sprinkled like just enough to hear it hit the top of the camper. And then that was it. That's all the rain we've seen. Okay. Good.
Good to go.
Okay, so if you enjoy hearing about our adventures and our chaos, then we ask you to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We come in weekly with updates of our adventures on Wednesday, and if you're interested in checking out some pictures of our journeys, then you can check out the I guess pictures from like Quartzsite will be this week on my Instagram at It Will Cure What Ails You in the story feed. Yeah. Hi world.
Bye.